Hello and welcome to a Python tutorial. Today I'm going to talk about list and how to remove items from a list using different methods. I'll discuss all different methods and does those methods work to remove any item from the list or clear all the list. Um, First of all, I'm going to define a list. So as you already know, that list is a collection of different items which are ordered and changeable, and we can allow duplicate members. It means, so for example, if I'm going to write down, I'm making a list, I'm saying list name. If I write down list, it's a keyword, so it's not allowed, so I'm writing list one, and I'm putting different numbers in it. So I'm writing 2, 4. So when I said allows duplicate members, it means two items can be there. I can repeat the same value two times, and I'm writing 8 and I'm writing 10. I think it's enough. And let's make a little longer list. So once I've defined my list up to, it's sort of even numbers up to 14 with 4 repeated there, and it can contain data of different data types. So I can also write down a different data type here. So I can write down maybe even here, even. So you can say we have a string and all the other numbers. Okay, and we can also have, if you want, some float. So I'm saying 16.2. Okay. Our main focus skills will be removing items from the list. So it doesn't matter how I'm defining, it's just to recall what a list is. So let's start using different items. So for example, if I print now my list one, so what will happen, I'm saying print my list one, and when I run the program, you can see the whole list will be printed. The whole list is being printed. Now if I want to remove any item from here, so I can first remove an item. So I'm going to use remove method, um, because remove is a method, so I must associate it with my list. I'm saying list one dot remove, and I want to remove the number 12. So remove is the method through which we can remove depending upon the number. We can search for 12 and we can remove it. Let's run and see how does it work. Okay, it's saying this one because and 12 is an integer, so we don't need an, where I was putting inverted commas. Remember, inverted commas and quotation marks is only for strings. Now you can see in this list, now that list is, first I'm removing list in line 5, and in line 6 I'm printing list 1. So when I print the list 1, 12 is being removed from there. You can check it out. 2, 4, 6, and after 8, 10, and after 10 there is no 12, and it's written 14 and 16.21. Let's make it more obvious. Instead of 12, if I want to remove evens, so I'm going to write down evens. Remember, I have to write down correct spelling. So when I run it, so you can see all numbers and float type is there, but evens is being removed from the list before it's printed. Okay, so that is one method. So remove method, search searches for, it search for a specific value. Okay, and then remove it. Okay, we can remove using index also. And so if we have to remove using index, we can use pop method. Let's try this one, list one dot pop. You can just write down the index number, so I can write down remove the value at 0. Okay, and then run it. So I'm going to, actually what's happening right now is that I'm removing evens, and then I'm removing the value at 0 location, that is 2. Let's run it, and how does it work? So you can see the value at 0, that was 2, is being removed. So it's the string, when it's the list, when it's printed, it's starting from 4, 4, 6, 8, 8, 10. If you want, I can actually print list here, and so that you can see the difference. So our original list was this big, and then we removed evens at the line 6, and then we removed uh, now we removed using the pop method the value at zero index, and it's being removed. If I'm not defining a zero here, index number here, so it will remove the last number. So a 2 will be there now. So what is the last number after removing evens? It will be 16.2, what should be removed. Let's run it and check it out. So you can see 2 is there and the last number is being removed. Okay, so I'm writing comment here. So remember, guys, comments are your notes. It helps you to check, to remember things like what method you're using for what purpose, what is happening in the program. So these are sort of your documentation along with your program. Removes the value at a specific index. Okay, it removes last value if no index is defined. What I'm writing. Okay, so once I've written this one, the next method I'm going to try is del. Now del is not a method, it's a statement. So del can also be used. So for example, if I'm using del, I have to, same thing, I can, with del I can remove using a different a location. So if I say del space, I have to say list one, and I'm saying delete maybe the fifth location. Now what is the fifth location? It will say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. Five location. At fifth location I have 10 there. Let's run and check the numbers. How does it work? So I'm already removing my last number, and then I'm removing my 10th at the fifth location. So you can see it's del. How does the del work? If I'm not removing, if I'm not mentioning 5 there, and then it will remove the last number there. So I'm just gonna put a comment here. I'm just making this full line and as a comment, so you can see only del in action, del statement in action. So you go, okay, so we must define any index here, otherwise it won't work. So you have to say uh, fifth location or first location. So what is the item at list one, that is 4. So 1 4 would be removed. Okay, let's run it out, and now there won't be any error. Okay, you can see there were double fours and now it's only 1 4. The last method that I'm going to use is clear method. Clear method is used to remove all the items from and clear the list. So for example, when I say list one dot clear, it will empty everything from the list. Okay, let's run out and see how does it work. So you can see the list is empty now. So these are the different methods that you can use. uh, the method that we have used today are remove method to remove searching of specific value. Then we used pop method to remove the value at a specific index number, and then we have used del. It also removes the value at a specific index, and then we have used list one dot clear, which clears and delete all